Hello everyone, welcome to Midweek. It is Wednesday when we're shooting this, so we're just a few days away from Father's Day, so let me be one of the first to announce to all of you Happy Father's Day. For all you dads, I hope you understand just how absolutely important you are, not only to your kids, to your wife, to the extended family. And another one that I've always deeply appreciated are fathers to, if you will, the fatherless, or just fathers in the church. Who are they? There's guys in our church that mentor. There's guys that take vested interest. There's guys, I remember when I was a kid and didn't have a dad, and there were just various men. I can talk to you about a guy by the name of Stoney that taught me how to work. And then another guy taught me how to break horses. And then another guy, and all these dads, they weren't my dad. They just took an interest in me like a son. So for Father's Day, I just want to wish a happy Father's Day to every dad and every guy who takes an interest in others. And sometimes you might take an interest in a person that's 30, 40 years of age. It's a person that you mentor. It's a person that you father. It's a person that you have a heart. And as Paul says, we loved you like a mother, but we loved you like a father, encouraging and stimulating. I think it's one of the greatest things in the world is when I see dads, when I see guys take interest in other guys. So happy Father's Day. Go get them. Find a guy to mentor. Find another person to invest in, and you're going to have a fantastic year. This weekend, it's Envision Weekend. What is that? It is our time to do 3 looks. When we do Envision, we kind of look and look into our past. We don't go all the way back. I think it's pretty cool that our church is 166 years old. This year, we're going to be celebrating that. We were birthed in 1859, the same year our state came in. But we won't go back 166 years. But you know what we often do is as we reflect back, my conviction is we always pick up themes of what God has always been doing in our church. So we're going to have a great time telling some stories, kind of looking about, kind of present in our past. Where has God been working? How has God been working? We're also going to be focusing on the present. We're going to be talking about some things that God's doing right now. There are some ministry areas always in our church. We excel at children. We excel at student ministries. We excel in a lot of areas. And so we're going to be talking about that. Some movements that God is doing and ways that God is showing up faithfully. You're going to hear a theme about generosity. You're going to hear a theme about investment. You're going to hear a theme not only about investment in people, but in institutions where God seems to be doing some really cool work. And then Envision always looks to the future. I said this last weekend, you're going to be invited to join our mission in a very different way than we ever have. Every person is going to get the opportunity to live on mission. Living on mission, by my definition, is living with the anticipation of God giving me the capacity to join His mission. It's not just our mission as a church, it's God's mission to seek and to save that which is lost. That's what He told us in Jesus. I've come to seek and to save that which is lost. And if I could boil the church down, that's really why we're still here. We're not taken straight up to heaven when we get saved. Why? Because we're here to seek and to save that which is lost. And so we're going to be invited, every one of us, to join that in a very intentional, kind of hope-filled, anticipatory way. So I look forward to this weekend joining it with you. It's going to be an incredible time. Let me reach a little further than that and invite you into some other areas. We have a very, very full summer. Summer is fun. It's a different rhythm, kind of shift the gears into a different place. We scale back some things, we increase some things. So I want to ask you to have a summer of prayer. Join us in every event, whether you participate personally or you participate on the prayer team. Here's your first assignment. Skills Camp is coming up. You know it. 600, 700 kids coming. We need you to pray that the right kids come. We need you to pray that the team that are serving them are healthy. We need you to pray that all technical things work. We need you to pray that it's not 105 degrees. We need you to pray that it's not raining every day. You say, do you pray for weather all the time? Yes. God is kind of like God of everything. So yes, let's pray together. I want you to pray that there was an openness of the Spirit. I want you to pray that there is a trust of the parents. I want you to pray that our church, we're going to have a new booth this year. Never done it before, to my knowledge. And that booth is kind of that connective piece of all of those families to the ministries of our church. Skills Camp operates kind of like certainly an outpost of gospel presentation, but it's also a Velcro ministry to families that maybe have never touched us before. So let's pray. That's your assignment number 2. Then as we move into July, I want you to pray for H2O. I want you to pray for our high school ministry. I want you to pray for a camaraderie of the team. Our student ministries team, they are the finest people. So we have our fusion director, Pastor Jonathan. He's going and he's the program director of Thrive, H2O. Say, wait a minute, he's about middle school. Yeah, you know what? He's about bringing some middle schoolers into the high school. And then we have Caleb, who's coordinating and doing all of the thing for H2O. And then we have Tyler coming down and reaching down there and kind of grabbing the hand of all of those high schoolers that are getting ready to either here or somewhere else launch off into college, work, wherever God's leading them. That team works together. Oh, they're amazing. So I want you to pray for a common spirit. I want you to pray all the boats work. I want you to pray that none of the boats take on water in the wrong way. I want you to pray for their safety, but I want you to pray for Tyler as he speaks. I want you to pray that the gospel would be shared. I want you to pray that hearts would be open and they would be receptive. The other thing is I want you to pray for good transitions from Fusion to Thrive, from Thrive to Yam. Those transitions in all of life is sometimes where things get dropped. Those transitions where they don't make it from one to the next. That's why this team working together, all 3 of them at the camp, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let's pray for them. Everybody's healthy. Everybody is in great spirits. All the boats work. All the food is prepped wonderfully. And at the end of the day, God does a great work. So those are 2 targets. We're going to be inviting you to pray for more this summer, but let's just begin to pray for those things. Looking forward to seeing you this weekend at Envision. God bless you. I hope you have a great week.